want to do something, baby, for me?
What's that?
On that, see if that fits that wheel cylinder hole. It should screw right in there, and it'll be the back side, back. It kind of points down, and it's on the back. Right there, right. Go up, right there. Go up, right there. That should thread in there. So are we rolling?
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome to Road Toad Garage. What I'm doing today is we've gotten a couple of coats of good black tractor paint on here. Other than spots I've skinned up. But anyway, she'll run good. The rear end, what I'm waiting for now really is I got a couple of axle bearings. I'm gonna go ahead. I have one that feels good, and I have one that has, I don't know, ever so slight, like I could feel the bearing. And typically you don't want to do that. You don't want to feel the bearing. I mean, if I wasn't planning on driving 900 miles on it out the gate, I probably wouldn't. If it was a 30-mile rod run or something like that, 50 back and forth, something we can monitor, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But we're going to long haul it, like after we get some miles on the car, we're going to go a long haul, and I don't want to do a bearing on the side of the road because it's not very easy, and sometimes it isn't even doable. I should say most of the time it's not even doable. So what I'm doing now is setting up the brake lines. What I do is I put a fitting in each spot that I need to go. And I don't have the axles in, so it's a little floppy, but nonetheless, I'll have some flexibility. So, put the fittings in, and that gives me the two spots to run to, and then I make my line fit, or at least in the ballpark. And I'll put a line cutter on it, and we'll make it a little long. This has a little reamer in the end of it here. I can ream and take any burrs off that I need to. And I will probably start here. Always get in the habit of putting your fittings on before you do the flare. Even though I have that end over. And then I will take my flare tool. Find my being a little bit difficult. I put that screwdriver over there. Oh, never mind. I got to move.
Be careful.
It was like
dangerous.
Hello. It was hello. Hello. You want to grab me probably the 5/16 line wrench out of there?
Okay.
turn the turboprop down.
Okay, pick another size because that's not in here.
Huh?
Pick another size because that's not in here.
What's that one right there?
7/16,
What's the other side of it?
3/8.
Well, bring me the 3/8. I don't think it's 3/8. Could be. It's a 3/8? Oh, it's 3/8. What'd I say?
I was pretty sure you said 5/16.
Well, I'm crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Shouldn't listen to me. So, boy, I murphed that one up. I even went long. Well, boy. I guess I was trying to be too tricky, you know? I even gave myself, I thought, about 2 inches extra. But evidently not. Well, let's see if I can make a whole pile of short lines.
No.
And I can just put.
We got plenty of brake line. No, we don't.
I could put splice in the middle of it.
No.
I could burn 2 more 50s. All right. So, take 2. Don't forget to edit this stuff out so it just looks like I'm just throwing it right on here.
No way, Jose.
And it.
I'm showing you're human.
Huh?
You're human.
Oh, I'm something, all right. I'm not sure about human.
Yes, sir.
I am something, all right. All right, here's what you don't do. When I do the single flare, I have it bought off on the double flare thing. I guess I should, maybe. One of these days somebody will tell me why there's a double flare. The only advantage I see it does is it makes a little bit more pillow at the flare spot, but the only time I've seen a flare fail is usually around the neck. And it's going to fail around the neck whether it's double or single, so I don't know. I don't know. And I haven't seen a flare fail that often, but I have seen them get a right there. Usually because they're in a spot and they're flexing when they shouldn't be flexing. Like on a master cylinder, it's mounted to the cab, and the line goes up into the master cylinder, and they took it straight to it, which is why you ever see the curly cues on a master cylinder. That's what the curly key is for. It is there to try to take up. Alright, that looks better. That looks mucho grande better. It's there to take up the slack, the vibration. So if you don't do it, and you do it straight to it, that's exactly what's going to happen. I should have brought a pin. And it won't happen immediately. You could go for years and that line not be an issue. Until one day, it is an issue. Anyway, so I do a little guesstimate here. Go just a tad long. Heard that before. I'm gonna go in there like that. And I got the fitting on it already, which is a plus. Because I usually try to forget that once or twice. Just to make it interesting. Sorry about the turbo prop fan, but it is Florida, as I have mentioned, and we are well on our way to a nice warm summer. Although we've been getting some evening showers and a morning sprinkle, which helps drive that humidity up nicely. Some days I don't know. I mean, 100% humidity would mean we're swimming, I think. But we're up there. We are up there. So, put this one in. Just a little snuggie. Now come down, put this one in. Everybody's a little loose, so it makes running the fitting in a little easier. And then that should go in there. Look at that. And look at that. Voila. Not a bad fit, I don't think. Did I ask you for a screwdriver?
You said you had one or something.
Did I? Well, I lied again. I have one over here. I think this will work. That little whoop-de-doo helps relieve some stretching and moving. Because that'll get tightened up on there like that. Once we're got that all together, I'll cinch up that clamp and we'll have it. Did you see what I did with that? Where's that screwdriver? Is it up there? Like, what the heck? I'll open that up a little bit. Get over here. Does it sound like Mortal Kombat? Get over here. I think I'm gonna leave that long. We're just we'll fit this in first.
Paint?
Yeah.
Wet paint?
Dude, yeah.
I'll get you.
Oh, I got a rag right here. How many days has that been? That's been about 3 days, ain't it? Wow. When they're gooped up. At last. So this is going to be kind of a wonky looking. copper covered stuff is kind of pliable. So I'm going to do something like that. And maybe like that. Come here for a second.
Yeah?
Alright. Just kind of hold this line like this for me. So I can get a mark on this end here. I want this end here. Let me have it. Alright. Right about there. Okay, let me have it.
And you don't want to measure for the other end before you move?
No, I'll plant this end first. Oh, you got some too? Well, I want to spread the wealth. I don't want you thinking that I'm hogging all the paint. Well, now, just about rubbed my mark off. That would be good. Stop. You're having way too much fun here.
Can't help it. It's funny.
This is like Saturday morning cartoons. For all my Iowa people, it would be like floppy time. Ow.
Hey.
Ow. For being an oldie, it puts a really nice flair on there. I got a question for you. Do you think you get a copyright hit if you sing the song? I mean, sing it really bad?
Well,
the person who wrote the song, like, that ain't my song. Attorney says, we're gonna sue him. That ain't my song. I don't know what he's saying. Sounds like he might be trying it, but he ain't doing it. Hey, wait a minute. My singing ain't that bad.
what? What?
Nothing. We're good. Everything's perfect.
Okay, good.
Everything's perfect. But if you would, somewhere in my radius bars are over there. Radius bars, I think.
What am I looking for? You got to tell me.
Arms, the long arms that go on the rear end.
Yeah.
That have the U-bolts.
Okay.
Did you see if the U-bolt's over there? Because this whole thing of where I was saying maybe have a stack of brake lines.
Uh-oh.
Now, it wasn't too drastic, but it is good to get it figured in. I mean, it's possible I may have enough slack to do that. We'll have to see. Because it really just comes up and out. Sometimes a small movement can be a lot. Sometimes it's not that big of a deal. But I do have one on. It is kind of nice having these backing plates loose a little bit. It does help. I wouldn't necessarily do it like that, but because we're trying to march along while we wait for stuff. We are in the country, but not too bad. Nearest Parks house is 15 minutes away, I guess. I got 3 of them. And O'Reilly's. And is the other one discount or advanced? It's discount.
Advanced.
Is it advanced? Okay.
And then AutoZone.
Oh, and the other brand is AutoZone?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have an AutoZone in Denellen. Right?
No.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Crystal River.
No. I meant 15 minutes is...
That's O'Reilly's and
Denellen.
Advanced.
Alright. Yeah, look, that's alright. That gotta work. If I'm too concerned that this doesn't firm up that line, I can come back in and do a clip here. If you get too much of a branch out there, it wants to sit there and vibrate. So, want to bring me that arm back? I want to put these back on in the right order. Oh, I got my walking. I didn't even have my work shoes on.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, normally it wouldn't be a problem, but jamming that radius arm in the side of it, it makes me notice it. Yes, I am like Mr. Rogers. I changed my shoes. So welcome to my neighborhood. You notice my arms look a little unusual, where I recessed the top plate into the top, or on this one I actually welded 2 plates on the sides. So what that does is that allows my nuts to be up alongside the bar versus hanging down like a big slapper bar looking thing.
So is that all welded? Is it ready for paint?
It's pretty much welded. It's just ready to be cleaned up and painted, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean, I did a lot of smoothing and stuff back here. I think what I had to do was this bar was a little bit longer. There was also a pin issue I got going on here that I need to decide what I'm going to do about it.
And when are you going to do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm just letting you know it is an issue. It has to be.
Well,
It is a
I'm
mountain
going to
that needs
remember
be
that
climbed.
right now. I don't know that I'm going to remember that
It is a mountain that
later.
needs to be climbed. Well, what it is typically I would have had in the block and on here an alignment pin.
Right.
And that just says this is where this spot goes back and forth each time. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't mark it. There is marks. but
Well, if we paint it, your marks aren't going to
my
be
marks
there.
disappear, yes. Yes. So I gotta, now you can also block it, which may be what happens. All I have to do is take like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch piece of steel, put it down there, put a weld on it, and then that will make it so the block, the saddle can't go back or forth. Yeah. That's really what you're doing anyway. That's all the pin does, is keep it in that spot. Anyway, all right. So I would just lay those over there in that open piece of floor there that we should put something down in.
So we can trip over it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, any open spot we should try to plug it as fast as we can.
Use the bender, honey.
Well, it's too sharp for the bender.
I was watching Nodak. He said he's named his project Ramjet.
Yeah. Sounds like a cool name.
Yeah. He didn't talk about the Rat Fest or anything.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's decided against it. I don't know. Alright, I think that's it, babe. It's gonna work without making another line.
Awesome.
See, I knew exactly what I was doing to start with.
Yes, sir.
Did you edit that out? No. What? While I'm here, I could do this one. Oh, I already did this. I got a flare right there.
Awesome. The fitting you had threaded in the line was for the smaller line.
Yep. And I was trying to be too tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So, my problem is, which I'm certain they make them, I just may not have one. So, what does that mean?
Do you have enough of the smaller line to change out the big line?
Yeah, but I think, or at least to me, the reason I was running the larger line what they call a 1/4-inch line, was this one line, unlike up front where it gets divided into 2 lines fairly quickly. You got 2 3/16 lines feeding both front brakes. But because we got one line that comes back that feeds 2 brakes, I was going with the larger line. Now I don't know what would happen if I just drilled this 3/16 out to 1/4.
I think you're playing with fire. I don't want to be... We're going to have enough stuff to figure out. We don't need to be figuring out that.
Well, give me a second here. I mean, I'm not really losing anything, so I probably would be best to go to the smaller line.
As long as you have the fittings that you need for all the connections. So those fit the bigger line.
And smaller.
And the smaller.
Yeah.
Like a junction.
Yeah, this will be the splitter for the front. Which a lot of times they would have the distribution block. Which, that's the one we were having a problem with the Chevrolet.
Yeah, we're still having a problem.
With it flopping. Well, I think the loss of brakes for a second was not a distributor block. It was the master cylinder got something in the spittoon. Would you put some tape on those for me?
Sure.
Because I'm going to leave the fittings in there.
Okay. What are the other 2 holes here?
There's more holes in it?
Yes. They need plugs, or...
Are they plugged up?
Well, they have plastic in them.
Okay. Oh. Yeah.
Maybe that'll fit the other one?
Huh?
Maybe that'll fit the other one? Or are they the same size? This...
Oh, they're the same size, I think. Yeah, the same size. There's one. No, there's not. I thought I had a plug. I'm like, hey! Oh, I do. Are they slightly different? Or no, that's just different. No, it goes in. Okay. No. what I have done, honey, is made plugs for them, which that will need to be plugged off, of course. Whichever way we decide to use. Now, this does allow us to use either side of the master cylinder, so why don't you just tape that one off for now, and when it comes time, I'll have to plug it off.
I just don't want to make a trip for one fitting if...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
well,
if we need another plug,
we could take that with us, and yeah. Having a tough time starting this fitting, which it's tight, but I'm not sure why it's not going. Unless maybe it just went. What the fuck is the problem there? Well, it's not threaded. That's the problem. Thinking it was threaded and I would like just put a nipple in it. Well, obviously I can't just put a nipple in it. Well, I should have put the nipple in before I put the pump on. And then I would have made sure that it would have been close. The way you put it on is just the way it's on right now. See, I put the hose on here?
Yeah.
So when you put the pump up, the nipple is out here, right? You slide the hose over and put the clamp on it. Well, because this isn't threaded like I thought it was, I can't thread my nipple that I had set for it in there. It won't go without taking this pump back off and threading it. Well, I've glued that pump and stuff on, and I'd like not to take it back off. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get a nipple on it while it sits there. Maybe. They typically just push in with some sealant. Make sure it fits without getting it stuck. So it ain't gonna work. No matter what I do, it's not gonna work. So hopefully it will not ruin the gap. We'll tell you something that I did not know.
What?
I thought these were alignment pins here, but they're not. They're actually broken bolts.
Oh.
So I think I was fairly confident that we had it sealed enough not to worry about them, but now that we're here, I just as probably will try to see if I can take them out.
Broken, well, what? Bolts for what? What?
They were just 2 extra additional pump bolts.
You need a smaller one?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're broken bolts, baby. I was kind of hoping that maybe they would move, but that one just broke again. Well, what do I do?
Is there purpose for holding that plate on?
I don't know what you're talking about, honey.
You're broken these 2.
Yeah?
Is it to hold this plate?
No. It was just 2 additional water pump bolts on the inside. Which it's causing me, I don't know.
These 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know we were missing.
Honey, I didn't either.
Okay.
I didn't either until I couldn't. I was like, the alignment pins weren't just alignment pins, they went all the way through the water pump. And now I'm apprehensive that we should just take them out and be done with it. I don't know. So what I'm trying to do is slowly make it bigger.
Yeah. And it dead ends.
Yeah. So sometimes if I chase it with a 1/4 inch tap, I can eventually get to the 5/16 because that's where I need to be, is 5/16 course. I believe this is it. Yeah. Pulled the threads on this one earlier, yesterday, but it tightened up enough that I felt that it was going to be okay. Some of it's not drill shavings, it's pieces of the thread of the bolt.
Yeah.
Coming out. Just like this stuff right here.
I thought maybe that was glue or something.
No, it's threads. from the old bolt. Sometimes you can get them to, depending on how you hit it, they'll pop out. And sometimes when you're running the tap in, what you're doing is, it's not so much tapping as it is popping the old threads out of the slot. It's like right there. It's probably an old thread. See the rust too?
Yeah.
Well, that's the corrosion that stuck the bolt in there. Between the thread and the water pump housing. That's that stuff spraying out, it's the corrosion. I mean, ideally what you're doing, if you could be perfectly centered when you're running the bit in, that it drills the bolt out where it meets the threads, and then the threads just come out like a screw.
Yeah.
Well, often you have to do the tap thing in order to finally get them to move. That's why I was running that 1/4 inch in there. Sometimes the 1/4 inch in the 5/16 hole, because the thread is about the same spacing. It catches those old threads and pulls them, knocks them out. They'll fall down. What I don't want to do is bust the tap off.
Yeah.
Because then I'm trying to get it out.
Are you gonna have to get a new gasket?
Possibly, I'll probably. There may be another one in there.
Well, you were folding it over. I just didn't want it.
Oh. Well, just remember where that went. We can use it for a template. There.
Oh, okay.
Just throw it all, just toss stuff, just start.
I'll go hunt for it later.
You know, I've seen you just start tossing stuff
yeah,
and just like, whew.
I'm known for
I know.
Watch out.
That's why it's Naughty Nina. I know, I've seen it. Watch out.
Can throw a tantrum with the best of them.
Alright, so welcome to Road Toad Garage. We're going backwards is our daily mission. So we've I don't know if we filmed any much of it.
Some of the tearing off.
Well, it's a long story, but it's I had a couple bolts broke in the timing chain cover, which I thought were kind of alignment pins. So anyway, I've got those bolts out. I had to drill them and re-tap them, and then I ran ahead and chased all the holes while I was there again. So what we're doing now, while we're kind of waiting for some silicone to arrive, I have to redo the water intake neck. One, we put this quasi Chevy GM HEI distributor on this motor. because they're pretty plentiful. If there's a pickup problem or something like that on the road, I don't have to worry about doing points. The distributor, I've used them before. They're as easy as anything. I had a points distributor and I didn't want to mess with points, and then I had a actual older XL distributor. However, getting parts for that older XL distributor is not easy. So I did quite a bit of research, and it was all coming up to like $100-something for basically a cap and rotor, which it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't know the condition of this XL distributor, so I could spend $100 getting a cap and rotor for an old XL distributor and it still not work. By the way, it was electronic ignition too. So I was like, well, I can buy the distributor, whole thing, less than $100, and all I gotta do is hook 2 wires to it and set the timing and we're rocking and rolling. So that's where I'm at. But in doing this car, I have to raise the water hose for the thermostat up and get it out of the way of the distributor, or move it to the side. So that means a custom setup, which I got to do anyway. I needed to do something to extend the water up higher to meet the radiator to go over the top of the fan. So what I'm doing now is really trying to plan ahead why we're here and make this thermostat set up now, or at least get the pieces assembled while we're waiting on stuff. So once I do get the motor in, I can finalize the assembly of it and adjustment of it, because I don't know exactly how high we need to be. My code builder just caught me on a possible goose chase. I had a flange I was setting up rather than using a regular thermostat housing that I thought was the correct one, but it was not. But it did come off a Wien tunnel ram intake that we have, and it must be it's a different thermostat housing size. Problem is, I'm having a hard time seeing the line. Alright, well, I hope everything's working. So, after all this rigmarole of trying to get this motor together, so here what I'm going to do right now is try to get it back together. I have to do some cleaning, very careful cleaning. Taking my ruined cork gasket off. I think this gasket's good. I'll slice it here at the hand. I made a replacement gasket out of some cork material I had. This one's coming out one piece, so I'm confident I won't have pieces down in the pan.